wetting the sheets. I was at the Ponderosa, rapping to the beat. Da ha da ha da ha 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 ha.
We're trying to find a way to have you open the car. You don't know what song to do.
If you feel like you wanna scream, if that's your way of letting out steam, then scream on. Scream on. If you wanna say something to say, and talking is the only way, rap on. Rap on.
He found my daughter's Halloween candy. I gotta make a video with this nigga that's stealing my daughter's candy. So let's do it.
It's a nigga Ice City, 510.
It's still that handsome ass ugly nigga, Uptown Jackson, UTJ.
We're here again today. With y'all another video. Motherfucking Big Kannon versus Little JC.
Man, how often do we get to review a JC battle?
Never.
Very off, very rare actually. Did we do Danny Myers versus JC?
No. But I do have JC beating Danny Myers 3-0 that battle.
I have Danny Myers beating JC 3-0.
He probably just saying that. I actually watched it.
I watched it too. Arms like my metal, straps like an Urkel bot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Danny Myers say again?
Nigga, I don't remember.
Exactly.
But that's my thing. That's my shtick. I don't remember bars. I track energy. That's my shit. But actually, this battle, I track bars because JC had a ton of them.
This was a good ass battle. When I first started watching this, I already knew to myself. Shout out to R.B.E, by the way, for putting up good ass battles. It's like, damn, man, y'all trying to put on the show. Y'all doing a little better than King of the Dot and Smack. The matches that y'all doing are
pure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They're pure, and we're gonna make another video after this, and you guys kind of inspired that. But
yeah, the matches that y'all doing are excellent. It's like
bar wise,
yeah,
top quality barfest.
Yeah, it might not be on the best stage, and sometimes have the best production. You know what I'm saying?
Are they responsible for Oops versus Daylight?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, you motherfuckers.
Y'all doing it this year. And this the rest
you provide a very good balance for the spectacle that other leagues.
And what I like about y'all also too is y'all drop battles like probably every week or something.
Yeah, y'all don't fuck around.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That. It's like it ain't. You don't drop hella battles, but you don't lack on dropping battles either. You do it just your timing is perfect when the battles. You don't make people wait too long, or you don't give it to us too early. You know, I kind of do want to see that Charlie Clips versus Adi Moon. I feel like I've been waiting forever to see that though. But besides that shit, I like the timing for y'all battles and the way y'all do y'all shit. But for this battle, JC versus Big Kannon, this nigga JC started off going pretty fire with the whole. It's like once this nigga said that shit about that Mega Man, Kannon, you don't shoot or some shit. When he said that shit, that nigga started going in. And this whole
that's my JC impression because I can't do his voice, but this nigga with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do analyze you on stage though. The way you spit, talk through around, talk to around. I don't tolerate it. I hate that shit. And straighten up the act, sir, cause the clown shoot out a cannon way too quick. Now Kannon armed. Mega, man, but do he use the bullets? No. Now Kannon armed.
He don't PG stat. He actually,
He puts his shit places.
you know what I'm saying? He don't reach. He say his words and then what's going in this battle.
Yeah, you see, you know it's the mark of a good battle when by talking about it, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like I wish I was watching it instead of talking about it right now.
But the nigga had the Dennis the Menace shit he said. And he was like, y'all know Wilson, the Dennis the Menace, the kid slinging shit in the sling. Or like how the nigga just went into doing that. That shit was hot. I was liking that shit. That shit, the miss the bus. Even if you coming late or some shit, when he said that, I can't remember exactly how he said the shit, but the shit was crazy. The fucking JC turned water into wine. The Nick Cannon, Saint Nick, that whole little flip with the slinging toys on the roof. This ain't Nick Cannon, this Saint Nick Cannon. Like nigga, that nigga was going in with the shit.
Yeah, this is, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is like the best JC for me personally. And for the fucking people that like the, whatever, the easy shit, the best JC since JC and Chilla, which I think this is actually better. And I think that battle may be a skosh overrated. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely the best JC I've seen, my favorite. Lighter.
Didn't you like that?
Yeah, I did. Never mind. I got the lighter YouTube.
And then the whole, when he battled Ill Will, he got on that shit, and then he was like, he called him DeJuan Wilson, and thought you made a son Will, but it's backward, Will son DeJuan. Like, that shit was crazy. And then then he came up with the Free Willy shit. Free Willy, I'm well over the kid. That shit was crazy. Then the shit he said about, okay, here it go again too. I heard some Power Ranger shit a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
Bunch of Power Ranger shit.
Is it ever probably gonna ever get old? I don't think so. I don't think it is. That's one of them things to where,
you know, they're making a new movie.
I'm gonna see it. So that's one. It's like, is Dragon Ball Z shit gonna get old?
Probably not. They just made a new movie.
Simpson shit gonna get old?
Maybe, but I doubt it.
I ain't really never heard nobody say no South Park shit. You know what I'm saying?
A couple people.
Or like family, yeah, a couple. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, people have made a shit about hooded up like Kenny, or they'll kill you like Kenny. Hey, here's one for our fans. Put your favorite South Park bar in the comments for me. For him.
Yeah.
For me.
So that's one. And then but he had now you got morons trying to be Zordon, the big face on the tube. That shit was crazy. And then the fucking, I like the shit that he had with the fucking, it's canned in camera. He was like, I let this can in camera. I let this can in Cannon. It's canned in camera. You wouldn't even know I was shooting or something. Like, nigga, that shit was crazy. Like, JC first round was pretty fire. It was pretty fucking fire. And it was very, very consistent. It wasn't a lot of dry spots. I'm just saying the shit that I like. It might be more shit in there that you liked, plus the shit that I liked, you know what I'm saying? But his round was it was nice. It was well-rounded, and he got his shit off. And everybody that can get that shit off without choking, that's what's up to them niggas. Big Kannon first round.
Possibly my favorite round from him.
You got something you want to say? I'm going to say something I didn't like in this round.
I like the way he talked about the nigga being the little bastard child of the writer's block, and he didn't want him in there. I like that angle he took.
That was cool. I didn't like, this is the thing too, when I was listening to these battles. Now, these are some bars that should really not be said no more. He started off, with the Jenga shit. That's just something I heard 1,000 times. I'll pull your block out. And it's like the same. It was the same thing.
Who else said something about Jenga?
Charlie Clips.
Okay.
Daylight.
Okay. Well, who else besides them two?
I'm pretty sure R.B.E said something like that.
Okay, point proven. Never mind.
Yeah, it's like it's a couple of people. And then now that was like that. And then after that, he said some shit. I don't know if he was freestyling this, you know what I'm saying? But then he said the shit about the Radio Raheem with the boombox. And because he said some shit about Adi Boom, and he said, I'm carrying around with the boom Radio Raheem. That's some shit I've heard too many goddamn times too. So it was like, that was just some shit already that I don't give credit to. When I listen to battle raps, it's kind of be like, I'll be like, damn, nigga, for real? I be hearing shit like, and I say that with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to point that out. Then was his
Well, dead in 188 pallbearers.
Need this nigga, so I'm here to take out a piece of the block. Let's play Jenga, nigga. I peeped this nigga's career, and it's clear. I peeped this nigga's career, and it's clear on why you lose stock. You get fame and get a name, and right there, that's where you flop. You buzzing now because you beat Adi Boom. That's what got you up. Well, nigga, I'll wait your Raheem for carrying around that boom box.
It was his first two opening lines that people, I don't know, and then the crowd was really good there because they was loving the shit. But honestly, after I watched this battle a couple of times and I'm break this shit down like and watch it, I wouldn't feel it. But I was feeling that Ice Cube line. That shit was cold. The way that nigga built that shit up and he called him Ice Cube and he said,
that's when you seen the spit. So now he the Ice Cube of the group. And my meaning is because you get no credit for writing all that easy shit.
Writing all that easy shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This was a dope round from him. And I'm not a huge Big Kannon fan. Because, and we'll get into this in a third video. Bar-wise, he is a purist. Never mind. We'll keep talking.
yeah, then he also had the, I like the angle. Now, Big Kannon take angles, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to take him a minute to get to where he got to get to with the shit that he's saying. He might have some little shit in between, but then he going to hit you with big-ass haymakers. That's the shit that he going to do.
He is a talk-to-him type of
Yeah,
nigga.
you know what I'm saying? But he get his point across, goddammit. And I like the shit he took about the way that nigga rap for hella cheap. You know what I'm saying? When he was like, nigga, we're going to get this nigga gave you $22 and you rapped your little midget ass off. Like, that shit was funny, you know what I'm saying? That whole angle, I like that shit. I like the razor, how you know what he said about the razor bump. You're supposed to be bumping up, but they keep shaving cream. Like, that shit, like, all that about.
This was the round that he came with. I don't know. This was his good round. This was.
And then he had with the, I should put Jay in front of no, wait, I'm just kidding. Like, that shit was cool, you know what I'm saying? Big Kannon, he had some good shit in this fucking round. This was nice. Then, yeah, like, you like an abandoned building, you bring the value of the block down. That shit was nice. The, what's the name, gave you 300 to go to war. R.B.E gave you 300 to go to war. So who are you, Leonidas? Like, that was cool. And then my favorite line was the, I'm too famous to be taking these pussies. His fans are Cosby supporters. That's the best Bill Cosby line I've heard anybody say about Bill Cosby. And I ain't even no Bill Cosby fan, and I don't believe that shit. But that shit was just like, yeah, without saying pudding or anything or appeal or doing I appeal your girl, then it's just I'm too famous to say these niggas is Cosby supporters. Like, I really like that shit. That shit was hype as fuck. And then then he ended it with the J. Cole. The J. Cole shit was, I don't know, it was pretty cool. I had my partner tell me that it was an album from J. Cole, Driveway, Forest Hill Drive or some shit like that. So that was a good round from Big Kannon for me, but I'm gonna get that round to JC. Like I'm going, yeah. You want to edge it to him. If you want to call it a tie, or if you want to give it to Big Kannon, that's cool. Once again, but I'm giving it to JC because I felt like he was way more consistent with the shit he was saying, and he was just punching, and it was just too back to back to back for Big Kannon, and I really didn't like that shit he said at the beginning.
I'm giving JC all 3 rounds. Just letting you know straight up, out the gate. So I'm gonna give this round to him. Like I said, I enjoy JC, but very rarely am I impressed by him. Like, he actually impressed me this battle.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like he was like a Pokemon. He went from JC Achu to JC Azor or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Second round, JC was snapping. He came off with Now, a couple of people have said this line about Top Ramen, and actually a lot of people have said this line.
But not as good as he did. I think this was dope.
Mm-hmm. And that was my point I was about to say. The way he said the ramen, I use my noodle different. It was like, it was a flip on how everybody else said it, and I really like that, the way that nigga said that shit. And then the fucking caveman can do it with the wheel round shit. That was nice. 357, like you standing down, like you staring down at the scale. That shit was nice. The golden eye, one shot kill kid shit that he said about in Bond or some shit. That shit was nice. Like JC was just going in the second round.
We gonna find out. We gonna find out. Cause I knew this class was coming, and I'm equipped with bombs. The kid with the golden eye do this one shot would kill the Bond, but I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk.
Kerry Kannon, like,
super consistent. It was just like, I was telling him, it's like he's writing down the fucking notes. And I was like, you might as well just write down every fucking thing this nigga is saying. Because damn near all of it's hot.
yeah. I nigga JC was snapping in the second round. It's just like, my favorite shit the nigga said is the two twins, like, two twin birds, like Mars sisters. I forgot all about that shit. That shit was crazy. How old is that nigga?
I don't know.
Somebody put in the comments how old JC is.
I don't know. He rapped like fucking, well, all this nigga seem to do is watch cartoons and kid shows. It's like he's a little genius whose parents don't let him watch nothing rated R. All this nigga do is watch motherfucking cartoons and goddamn TGIF on ABC.
He might be 30-something though. So
He might be, I don't know.
now, JC went off second round. Big Kannon, freestyle.
His second round.
And then he said he was trying to prove a point. Do you know what he's talking about?
That niggas shouldn't freestyle. Like, niggas shouldn't freestyle entire rounds is the point I got from it. But I think the point he was trying to prove was that even though he can do it as good as Charlie Clips and DNA, that he doesn't because he takes the time to craft out his rhymes, but he could if he wanted to, and it would be dope. Or maybe it's garbage when they do it, and it's just because of the names, people accept it. Whatever point he was trying to prove, I hated it.
Alright. I thought the point he was trying to prove was, he mentioned that in the last battle, he choked.
On purpose.
On purpose, you know what I'm saying? So, and he said he actually rehearsed himself choking. Then he was like, it ain't no way that I can choke when I can freestyle as good. So he was gonna freestyle this whole round against a nigga that can write down that we know that's good with a pen.
You know what?
That's his last battle.
That actually may have been his point, but at the same time, I think that if I was rapping and I could freestyle my ass off, and then in the middle of the round, I really had the shit, or I farted and it smelled like, if something threw me off, bitch flashed her titties, I smelled broccoli, like, nigga, just because you can freestyle don't mean that you can't choke. It just decreases the percentage of you choking. But don't act like if you can freestyle, you are fucking immune to the choke. Because I don't.
Nigga, I am the best that's ever lived. All the shit that your ass been saying has been too repetitive. Please slow your roll down and let this nigga take in sedatives. Let's say this shit like this. Let's say the shit like this. I fucked with this venue before. But not now when I look at this venue, bro. Cause you got a rare breed battling in between two stripper poles.
Because I don't think you are.
But that Tay-Rock brother, he said that shit was hot. The fucking
Nigga is still eating my daughter's fucking candy.
Yeah, I was point. And then when he called the nigga, said you from Pontiac, but you work at Ford. That shit was funny.
Shit, nigga, that's probably a good ass job in Michigan.
And then the motherfucking
America.
my favorite part was like you that little nigga that be like,
America.
what's your problem? Yeah,
Ford tough.
it's your alternator.
America.
That was my part. That shit, nigga, that part was hella funny.
It's Ford tough. Shit, nigga, I wish I worked for Ford, but they probably drug test.
The thing with the we came with the same people, that line was cool too. But you nigga, Big Kannon freestyle for 10 minutes that second round.
Did he?
In my movies, doing my thing, but deep in my heart I've wanted to sing. Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away.
JC rap for Shep.
And that's what I'm talking about. I will take 7 good minutes or 5 dope ass minutes or 3 minutes. It's the same way that Styles P on a mixtape can make a song that's only 1:42, and you're like, God damn, nigga, that shit is hot. And then you look at it and it's like, oh shit, it's only 1:42. Because everything that nigga's saying counts.
Exactly.
God damn it. Fuck, I'm smart.
The third round.
To me, this is the third. Okay, never mind. Talk about it.
Well, the third round, JC was snapping again.
Again.
You know what I'm saying? I like the whole Kannon will get fired at home like a Civil War line. That shit was nice. The Ja Rule will murder you with the ink line. That shit was cool. The Mortal Kombat line about the trees talking. Now, I know that by now y'all get that.
With all that drive, now the van stopped because the motor ran hot. Well, you was on borrowed time anyway. Now you got a break on your man's watch. Now, we like stepbrothers. But we like stepbrothers. But you can still get your rats tossed while I'm sleepwalking. I'll bring any other Mortal Kombat too. But never mind me, that was the trees talking.
That in Mortal Kombat 2 in that level, in the forest in the background, they had the trees that was doing all the shit and they was talking. So if you didn't get what that was, that's what that meant. And you can just you can YouTube it or Google it.
I think I just did it for them. Didn't know what they did.
I don't know. I can't remember. They did something, but that was a cool ass level. And that's what that nigga brought back.
It was cool what I did with my face.
He followed it up with that's why I got me barking out the face when he said that shit. That shit was fucking hot. The fucking, you can get stabbed while the credits is still rolling. That's bonus cuts. That shit was hot. The motherfucking, he had the little shootout where he said the shit where he was like, you can shoot out and we'll be on your corner still.
Oh my God, niggas. Don't you get it now, niggas? JC fucking spazzed for 3 fucking rounds.
Yeah, he went in.
Like, I hope y'all get where the fuck we're going with this. This nigga spazzed for 3 fucking rounds.
Oh yeah, and the cap still in the air, like different world intro. And then, yeah,
this nigga spazzed for 3 fucking rounds of bars.
And then I like the whole, I put the bullet on your name. We spawned.
That shit was hot. Nigga, fucking you come to I show up fucking 1,000 deep. We respawn different. Nigga, if you can't tell, nigga, I like video games, motherfucker. Oh, God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga for 3 rounds going in.
Now, Nick,
we spawn different.
Big Kannon had some cool shit.
You put my name in a round. I put your name on one. Nigga was going in.
Big Kannon had some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, everything he was saying. Bill Collector was actually loving like a motherfucker. Like Bill Collector was loving it so much to where the point it didn't seem like JC was doing a very, 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 very good job on the other side, and this wasn't looking like a classic battle. You know what I'm saying? But he had to fucking, and the thing I want to say about like motherfuckers, that's what I say about this crowd. This shit wasn't all that. When he said shit about Mortal, you said something about Mortal Kombat. Well, I'm still gonna smoke a character. Like to me, that really wasn't.
His best rebuttal was you said something about a different world.
That last Mortal Kombat shit was light. But we gonna call my shot sector. Nigga, bombs coming out the machine. Oh, shit! Hold on.
That's your style, but I'll tell you, Pilgrim, I'm versatile. Aretha Franklin.
My main flips are incredible. People should be amazed by the shit. But you mentioned different world. Well, nigga, you Dwayne Wayne because you trying to throw shades on the flip.
Well, you Dwayne because you flipped the specs of the rounds of shade. You flip shade rounds of
that shit he
whatever
said
the
about,
fuck that was.
The shit he said about him losing to Tay-Rock. That was the hottest rebuttal that nigga said. Somebody even was like, how does he do that? Because he said something about this when JC said the shit about the round moving. He was like, well, you said it's so easy, a caveman could do it, right? Well, how come you was the first one losing and you couldn't construct a round and to Tay-Rock and da-da-da-da. That to me, that was clean. But then he had then he said the shit about the machine throwing bombs, the sector on the machine throwing bombs. He was still talking about Mortal Kombat. That shit was cool. I like that shit. He had the different world rebuttal. I like the shit he said about the Maxwell. And then he said some shit about only half of his body is show. It's like D'Angelo. That shit was cool. Then he had the steel metal and the
And I want to root for the nigga because he's fat and I'm fat, but
yeah.
I don't think he did it. He did not.
But he had, I like the shit that he addressed, how he addressed how that people like Ill Will more than they like JC and the Yak. And then he did the whole shit, and then he was like, that's why
that was cool.
You behind Will. That shit was hot.
You sober, you don't like the Yak, that's why they put you behind. That was cool.
And then he
I fucks with it.
Then he had the fucking the steel metal and the police, like RoboCop shit. That shit was cool. And then he had the thing about the stillborn and AI will break J over with the rock if I cross over or some shit like that. That shit with the AI, Allen Iverson crossing over Michael Jordan, little line shit. Like that shit was cool too, but to me it wasn't enough to beat JC. Like it's hard to do it, give it to a nigga too, when you are saying a lot in your round that you can rap good. I didn't think you was gonna be this good. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Two niggas fighting each other, and
that was a good punch in the nose, nigga.
And you just got that nigga.
Hit that hard.
He just connecting, and then while he connecting, at the same time, he
and
also.
That's why you getting your ass whipped, because this nigga is connecting while you complimenting.
But you also punching. You know what I'm saying? And you connecting too, but at the same time, yeah, like you said, you saying that was good. That's it, and he
good one, good one.
Yeah, so
nice punch, nigga.
So we got well, obviously we had JC 3-0. This is not. I wouldn't say it's a body bag. It's just JC was going stupid. Big Kannon was nice. His second round, he shouldn't have did that shit. You shouldn't have. Whatever point you wanted to prove, you should have proved it on somebody else. We gave y'all with 3 ideas of why we think he was proving the point. It can be either one, or it can't be. It got to be a reason. It's a reason why, though. So, ask Big Kannon. But yeah, we got JC 3-0 this one.
And now, we're out, but we're going to be right back. Sort of.
Peace.
Everybody